Hey guys, welcome to the Legal Leaders Circle Sneak Peek Live. We wanted to do this for those that either registered or were interested in registering, and we had to reschedule due to some scheduling conflicts, but we will see you in February. We will also have some pop-up lives so that we can continue the momentum until then, because we understand that we have holidays and we have families and we have things to do. So I am Etta. If you don't know who I am the founder of Etta Rosa LLC. We are a consulting and training firm, and we are also just launched our Limitless Paralegal Academy for all our freelancers and our independent paralegals out there that are trying to build something outside the law firm. Without further ado, I do want to introduce you to our co-host, which my first time co-hosting, so this is going to be really interesting. So go ahead.
Hey guys, I'm Claudia Tobar Torres. For those of you that don't know me, I am the founder of Mabraval Solutions LLC. And what we do, we are a full service paralegal firm. We serve all the state of Florida and beyond.
Yes. So we are all both not nationwide. So we love to provide our services to everyone. We don't discriminate. So feel free to email us, message us, DM us throughout this presentation or beyond. So you can connect with us if you're listening to us on YouTube. You can connect with us through the email connected to the YouTube channel. And if you're listening through us through the LinkedIn, you can always DM us, which is probably easier because we're both connected to the LinkedIn Live. So if you need to message us or have any questions outside and you don't want to really share it with the public, go for it. You can do that. Or you can just comment, because the comment also works as well, right?
That's right.
We're not going to discriminate here. Don't worry about it, guys. It's all about love. So we are here to give you a little sneak peek. What does that mean? What we're talking about today is, well, we first want to welcome you, because we're going to give a couple minutes for the people to stroll in. Thank you for those that came on time. Yay. So we don't want to waste your time, but we also want to tell you what you are going to learn today. So we are going to give you a little recap of what we're actually presenting at the Legal Leaders Circle and kind of the inspiration behind it. So Claudia and I have known each other for several years now. We got super close. We don't have to get into that right now. However, not like that, guys. But we got super close. And since she runs her independent paralegal firm and I run a consulting firm, we often collaborate. Sometimes my clients need her services and sometimes her clients need my services. So we said, why not collaborate on a different platform and why not do something together? And the Legal Leader Circle was born. And so we are really proud of this. This is all for all legal leaders. So we're talking about legal tech. We're talking about independent paralegals that own their firms. And of course, we're talking about our wonderful lawyers and our COOs and our CEOs that are striving to elevate their teams one way or another. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for that. And thank you for supporting us in every way, shape, and form. This will be recorded. So you will be able to see this until, I guess, LinkedIn or YouTube ever shut down, which God forbid that ever happens. So we're going to talk about what I like to call the modern legal leader. It's very ancient sometimes in the legal industry. And well, it's really hard for us to see profit in people, right? So I'm a big believer that it has to be a people, process, and profit. And those are our three pillars for the legal leaders, for everything that's happening right now. That is our pillars. And that's what we're going to focus on when it comes to this innovation, this legal leader circle that we are working so hard to build. So please, please, please support us in any way you can. And you can share, you can comment, you can join us. However you can support us, please, please, please do so. And so what I like to focus on is culture. We talk about culture, we talk about environment, we talk about people, we talk about, I guess, difficult clients. We love to talk about all of this stuff, but we never actually take any action or any steps towards it. So what does that really look like when we are trying to lead a team into the future, when we're trying to modernize the legal industry, but most importantly, when we're trying to humanize it? Because at the end of the day, we are community leaders. We are community servers. And that's what we do in a nutshell. We actually serve our communities. We actually work for our communities, build them, and strengthen them in the process. So the modern legal leader needs to know skills such as empathy, communication skills, and how to handle very difficult, conflictive conversations in a very professional, prompt, yet polite manner. So that all kind of ties into what we now call the modern legal leader. And a lot of that ties into a well-trained team, ties into profit, of course, because a happy team, happy profits. Come on, guys. I mean, it happens. And of course, leadership, most importantly, we listen. We take the time to listen. We do more listening than we do talking. And as Claudia knows, I'm not really good at that. I'm the talker. She's the listener. For sure. So I'm learning too, guys. It's a learning curve for all of us. And it's really hard for sometimes to break out of our shell, break out of our comfort zones. And that's necessarily, that's what we need to do. We need to start moving forward in this modern legal world where technology is our friend and our tools and our profit holders, everything. So we need to embrace the change and we need to take it and just lead with it. No pun intended. Just letting you know. So what I want to talk about, we want to talk about systems that create freedom, not friction. So sometimes law firm leaders love to roll out with different things, with software, with new tools, shiny new toy in the process. And unfortunately, that's just not how it works. We can't do that without the buy-in and the implementation. And we fail to do that. We invest in marketing tools. We invest in a marketing agency, which all are beneficial. But at the end of the day, if that creates influx in the firm and the team's not ready to handle that, well, then you're stuck in the middle and you don't know what to do. Your team is burnt out. Your team is anxious. Your team is really lost. It's a broken compass because they have no direction. So by being a leader, we need to listen to those bottlenecks. We need to listen to those gaps, and we need to start creating solutions for those bottlenecks and for those gaps. And that's exactly what our workshop is going to do. We're going to give you those tools on how to create a process that can easily have the buy-in and the implementation of your team. And that's really important when it comes to these new tools, modern legal leaders that we're trying to, I guess, elevate and create, right? So with that, we need to move on beyond the billable hour. Now, for my personal injury and my people that are more of a retainer based or settlement based, contingency based, however you want to call it in your jurisdiction, because we all have a different name for it. Whoever gets paid because of the settlement and not during, every month or biweekly, and you're dependent on the billing process. Well, that's a little different, right? Sustainability is really important for the law firm when it comes to the billable hour. So we'll give you some tools. We'll give you some processes that you can initiate right away. This is a plug and go formula that we will be providing at the workshop. So definitely check out our workshop, check out our resources. If you can't make it, let us know. If you want to see us in your area, let us know. We love this feedback. This is our baby, so we want to watch the baby grow and we want to feed it the right food. I know that's horrible, but at least you get the point. All right. So strategic delegation obviously fuels growth, right? So we need to actually lead with intention. We need to understand the players in order to get to the actual championship, in order to get the settlement, the strategies, and everything else that we are trying to so hard do for our clients. So we need to lead with intention. We need to focus on the intention. We need to focus on what we're trying to do. And if you need extra help, if you identify that, be true to yourself, understand that, okay, maybe we need extra help. Maybe we need to bring a consultant or a litigation support team that can help us and assist us in this really big trial or discovery phase, or whatever the case may be. You need extra hands on deck. There are companies out there, including Mabreva Solutions and Etta Rosa LLC, that can definitely help you in this process. So don't be afraid to ask for help, reach out, connect with us, attend the workshops, do all the things. I mean, there's a lot of resources out there, guys. So definitely take advantage of that. Now, I'm going to lead with a quote because I'm very intentional in everything I do. And I have my notes over here. So, I got to keep myself on track because my ADD is insane sometimes. A leader's job isn't to have all the answers. It's to create a culture where the best answers rise to the surface. And what does that mean? Sometimes we want all the answers. Sometimes we think we need to have all the answers because we are in that leadership role. And unfortunately, that's just not how it works. Sometimes our answers are living within our team, and we need to have those conversations. We need to create that safe environment so that our team can actually talk to us and have that conversation that they so need from us. And that's really the first portion of this. This is how to create modern legal leaders. I also want to start talking about action. I'm a big believer. If you don't follow me on LinkedIn and you don't follow me on Instagram, well, you need to, because this is what's happening right now. What's happening is that our current culture, society, temperature, whatever you want to label it, is very, very divisive, right? And so when we are in leadership, we need to start taking action. We need to start teaching our teams and really giving them the tools that they need in order to be successful. And how we do that is by leading by example, by asking for help when we need it, by implementing tools, training on the tools, and learning the tools that we are implementing. Because once we become those leaders, and once we become okay, let me pull you up, let me help you in those difficult, conflictive times, this is the time to thrive. This is the best time to show your leadership skills, whether you're in a leadership role or not, because some of you that are going to tune in or that are tuned in, some of you are not in that leadership role, but you're aspiring to it. You're trying to see if you can get that managerial role or that COO or that CEE role, and that's great. Kudos to you. I love that. I love that motivation and I love that ambition. But you need to become the leader now. You can't become the leader when you're there. I'm a big, firm believer of being proactive versus reactive. Once we take proactive approaches, then it's easier for us to react to circumstances because we're chill. We have the tools, we have the knowledge, and we can create what we need to create. We can fix what we need to fix, and we can implement what we need to implement because we have been that person. And that's what we need. We need to be that leader right now. We need to give ourselves that voice. We need to give ourselves those tools. Learn the tools now. Get all the skills you need now. Don't wait until you get the position, because then what are you going to do? You're going to float there. You're not going to understand. You're going to try and learn while you're trying to do the job. And even though that's great, it's going to be very difficult for you to actually navigate through those. Trust me, been there, done that. Have fun. All right. Now, I know I'm talking really fast, and I'm so sorry, but this is what I do. I'm Hispanic, so it is what it is. All right, now I want to make this more interactive. So I want you guys to put in the comments whether you're watching this in the recording, because I know not all of you have the time to chime in at 1 o'clock in the afternoon on a random Thursday, so I totally get it. But if you're watching the recording or you're watching now, I want you to answer these 3 questions, and I'll put them in the comments in a second, but I want you to listen to me first. So what's one leadership challenge your firm is facing right now? We all do. We all have bottlenecks. We all have gaps. What is that one challenge that if we can fix tomorrow, you'd be easy sailing? So think of that challenge. Where do you see the biggest gap? People, process, or profit? So where's your gap? Is it with your people? Is it with the profit? Or is it in the process? And I'm going to give you that answer right now. It's all 3, because if there's one, if you're missing one, you're missing them all. If your people are not thriving, there's something wrong with your process. If your process is not in place, then your people cannot thrive, and then your profits suffer. So that's why. People, process, profit. Remember that. And what's one leadership win you're proud of from the past year? Because sometimes we tend to really focus on the negative stuff, on everything that's going wrong, everything that needs to be fixed, that we're not focusing on everything that's going right and everything that we don't need to fix. So understand that there's a sweet little baby balance there that I need you to really take with you, right? I'm all about actionable takeaways. And if you listen to the Let's Talk Paralegal podcast, you know what I'm talking about. So those are your 3 reflection questions. I will put them in the comments right now so that you guys can have them. And then, since I talk so fast, I can't believe that. We're at 15 minutes almost. I'm pretty impressed at myself. This is actually amazing, guys. This has never happened to me. This is amazing. I love it, love it, love it. Okay, cool. So we're going to add some final thoughts. We're going to discuss a little bit about the future of the legal leaders. And it's not only about, how do I say this? We're not talking about the Fortune 500 people. This is not, those are on Forbes and all the things. And that's great. And kudos, because I've worked really hard to get there, and that's amazing. We're talking about the small to mid law firms that are trying to scale, trying to grow ethically within the lines, legally, not trying to get in trouble or get disbarred, right? Okay, those are the people that we're really focusing on. Whether it's personal injury, real estate, family law, corporate, whatever it is, we need to understand that we're all in this together. So Send yourselves referrals. If you can't take the case, send it to someone else. If you need extra help, get the extra help. If you're telling me you don't have enough money, that's a lie. Look at your numbers, look at your data. You always have money. There's always money for room improvement. You can figure it out. If not, talk to Dave Ramsey. He's really great at budgeting. Yeah, I don't personally know him, but he's great at the budgets. All right, so our goal is here to leave you inspired, leave you with tangible, clear next steps. So what your next steps are is, well, join us at the workshop in February. I mean, that's definitely a big win for you. But if you're not able to, because either you're not in Florida or you have a conference or something, there's a conflict of any sort, you can still follow us. We're going to try and make several of these throughout the year, depending on the ask, really, honestly, and depending on the need, right? Because sometimes we create things and we don't know if there's a need, which I think we're on to something here. I'm just letting you guys know. I think there's something here. But anyways, I want to have you guys join us and follow us on LinkedIn, on Instagram, wherever you can find us, because this is the beginning of something really good. And I want you guys to come in and really buy into this innovative, future-forward, human-centered legal leadership. We're trying to create a legal industry that humanizes the experience, that treats their clients with the respect and the confidence that they need, because sometimes we tend to forget that we're meeting our clients at probably one of their most pivotal, conflictive, very difficult moments in their life. And we don't understand that because we see these types of cases or similar facts or similar things day in and day out, that for us, it became second nature. But for them, this is probably their first time going through something like this. So they have questions, they have doubts, and they have stress. So we have to understand that not everything is surrounded by that. We need to make sure that we are providing them with the tools that they need, providing our teams with the tools that they need in order to provide that. It's a whole chain effect. So we need to all work together to really tie this whole thing together. So with that said, I'm going to also put in our link to, hey, what's going on? D4A doctors. Love you guys. Shout out California. Okay, look at that. I'm big right now. Thank you so much for your support, guys. I appreciate you guys. So I just put in the link. I put our link to the workshop. So if you guys can make it, let us know. But most importantly, before I forget, and I just remembered right now, sponsors.
Yes.
So we're looking for sponsors. We don't want to overwhelm the people. So we're only looking for one or two sponsors for this workshop event. It's going to be at Cooper's Hawk in Coconut Creek, here locally in Florida. You will get a full dinner, so everything's included for you, and it's going to be really amazing. Right now, we have sales because it's a little early, so we have the early bird, we have a 2-for-1. So take advantage of all that. But if you're interested in being a sponsor, don't be shy. Please, please, please email us, DM us, whatever it is. Contact us now. All our information is on the LinkedIn link, and then I'll add it to our YouTube channel as well, so you guys can have our information, but it's also on the workshop link. So the workshop link has our emails, has where you can find us, all the things. So don't be shy, reach out to us. We're more than happy to collaborate with you guys in more ways than one. This is not the beginning. This is the beginning. I'm sorry. No. Okay, sorry. I'm a bad date. This is the beginning of something really good. So I hope you guys can join us, and we appreciate you guys. I will leave it for another maybe 2-3 minutes. I want to respect everyone. If you guys have any comment, you have my attention, might as well. People pay a lot of money for it, so you might as well take advantage of that. If you have any questions and you're watching this on the recording, feel free to either send your comment, or you can DM us, email us, and do all the things. I'm always accessible one way or another. I'm just not on demand, if that makes any sense. Does that make sense? Yeah. Okay. All right, so we'll leave it to you guys for a few minutes. If you don't have any questions, that's fine. I get it. It was a lot of information. We were spitting at you at once. And you know me, I can talk for hours. I just don't want to right now. I'm a little thirsty. But yeah, I want to thank you guys for your time. I want you guys to start really investing in your teams. That's really important. So the mental health aspect, the mindsets, the environment, everything that you're feeding your team, you need to also feed yourself, because you can't be a good leader if you're not doing it yourself either. So on that note, I will let you guys go. I will continue to watch you guys in the comments on LinkedIn and YouTube. And thank you so much for joining us. And thank you so much if you're watching us in the recording, because we appreciate you too. We understand you guys have busy lives. So, anyways,
Bye, guys. Thanks so much.
bye.